on 3, 2.
Sorry.
You should have at least listened to my cue, no? So it's okay. कोई बात नहीं.
Next. Thank you so much.
इसकी जो आंखें है ना वो भाई जैसी है, मेरे भाई की भी वैसी है और मेरा भाई
तो मैं
बहुत तेज है.
क्या तुम डेट पे भाई भाई मिलोगे मुझे?
नहीं.
This weird thing we decided that we would touch this way.
And it's kind of surreal. It's like, you know, when you've been watching something on your screen the entire time, when they're just seeing it, you know, happen in real life was very overwhelming in a way, and it felt really nice. And it kind of, you know, bridged the slight connect of what we thought our dates were versus how it actually felt.
There were no internet issues. It was him and I just together in that particular moment, and I think that made me really nervous.
It was we still pulled it off. I mean, it was great.
So I did have this anxiousness inside of myself that I was like, whatever relationship we have been sharing, right, for the last few months over voice calls and over video calls, the same should translate, because it was kind of like I just didn't want that when we actually meet and it doesn't vibe that well, it's kind of going to fizzle out everything else. And there was a lot of build up to that, so I did not want him to even feel that sort of pressure that, you know what, we're meeting for the first time or something like that and he needs to be something.
Well, the initial high five was pretty awkward because she kind of like sanitized my entire hand. But then other than that, I think we like picked up once we started like joking around.
At least she was too normal. She was just too similar to what she was on the virtual dates. You know, I was shy and I expected her to be shy. That was one expectation that didn't go right.
But जब मैं उससे मिली ना तो थोड़ा awkwardness था. मतलब मैं जल्दी से मतलब वो नहीं हो पाई कि जैसे हम फ़ोन में बात करते हैं वैसे ही मैं बात नहीं कर पा रही थी स्टार्टिंग में. बाद में तो फिर जब कन्वर्सेशन ज़्यादा होने लगा, हमारी बातें होने लगी इधर उधर की, तो फिर मैं थोड़ी नॉर्मल हो गई. और फिर हमने जब थोड़ा पानी वानी खेला तो देन तो फिर मैं कूल हो गई, चिल हो गई. लेकिन स्टार्टिंग में थोड़ा सा था.
सबसे जो मुझे अच्छी चीज़ लगी वो ये थी कि जैसा मैंने सोचा था ना वो वैसी सी ही है. एक होता है ना कि आप फ़ोन पे बात कर रहे हो तो इंसान अलग लगता है, लेकिन रियल में मिलते हैं तो थोड़ा अलग लगता है कि हम बोलते हैं कि यार तू वहाँ मुझे थोड़ा अलग लगा लेकिन यहाँ पे थोड़ा डिफरेंस था. तो वो चीज़ मुझे बिल्कुल भी एक्सपीरियंस नहीं हुई.
But I think one feature of his face that are his eyes, they do not show up that well on the virtual dates because of I think the shadow or something. But now that I see them in like real life, they're really big and they're really deep, and I really like them. So I think this date was slightly different from the things that I like doing because of the situation outside. You can't really sit in cafes and, you know, dine-in is not available right now. But we did get coffee and, you know, things that we like. He likes coffee, I like tea, we got them both. And I like going on long walks, so we went on a walk too. So I think it was balanced somehow.
And you know, that was something that I found really cute because no one in my life has ever given me a rose. And it's not like I haven't dated before. I have been in multiple relationships, but then no one has ever given me a rose. So I guess that's like a cuteness parameter for me.
We were walking a lot throughout the whole date. So he was doing this thing where whenever we were walking on a street, he was always, you know, on the side where the traffic is, and I was always on the footpath side. So I think that was really cute and I really liked that gesture of him.
और जब हम बैठ गए और आराम से मैंने मास्क वास्क जब हटा दिया और जब मैंने उसको पहली बार देखा ना, तब मुझे सीरियसली थोड़ा रिलैक्स फील हुआ. बिकॉज़ पता नहीं वो मास्क में भी थोड़ा वैसा फील हो रहा था कि कौन क्या, मतलब अजीब. मतलब ऑब्वियसली मैं डेट पे आई हूँ और इतने टाइम से बात किया है, जिससे मिलने आई हूँ उसे मैं देखना चाहती हूँ.
तो हम पानी में गए और हमें आइडिया नहीं हुआ कि वेव इतनी बड़ी आ जाएगी वहाँ पे. तो हम खड़े हुए थे और वो पानी आया एकदम से और हमारे पूरे कपड़े भीग गए और वो चिल्लाई क्या हो रहा है ये?
Through our conversations, he remembered a lot of small things, which was very cute. Like my coffee order, he got me a cold coffee because I don't like hot as much, and he really appreciates hot coffee. So he got my favorite kind, and the fact that I feel perpetually cold, so he turned up the AC and stuff. I didn't even ask him to do that.
I actually hate driving, and I really wanted to enjoy my coffee. Randomly, I just thought of asking her to drive simply because she kind of loves it. And yeah, I think that was like a sixer.
I was attracted to the fact that he was funny, and I think he started cracking jokes from the very first time I sat down when I mentioned about my cardigan, because he does do that, as far as I know, that whenever he's nervous or to break the ice, he cracks jokes. Not all of them are good, but jokes are jokes nonetheless.
You don't need to be fancy about dating and stuff, right? You can just be thoughtful. And like, if we talk about today's date, it was like simple, subtle, safe, and at the same point very thoughtful, which she kind of loved. So I think you can actually be thoughtful, give a little time in thinking about how the entire date will pan out, and I think it'll go way too smoother than what you expect.
हमेशा ही ऐसा होता है कि वर्चुअली भी ये होता था कि मैं घर से बाहर हूँ तो ही ऑलवेज लाइक कि घर जाके मैसेज करना, और अभी भी ये था कि चलो मिलते हैं जल्दी, एंड देन घर जाके मैसेज करना, द सेम लाइन.
मैंने उसको मैसेज किया था कि तू ठीक ठाक घर पहुंच गई कि नहीं, क्योंकि टाइम है, एक लिमिटेड टाइम है, इतने बजे तक बाहर रह सकते हो, इतने बजे. तो उसको मैंने पूछा था कि पहुंच गई, तो उसने बोला हाँ मैं पहुंच गई.
I sent him a really long paragraph saying all the things that we did and what all things that I liked, and just little cute things about the date. And yeah, I texted him after the date.
So the journey from this virtual dating, the first date of our meeting till today, has been exactly the same. So it's been great, it's been awesome, and I don't see a reason why it should go down, or there are no reasons that I can even think of right now why it would possibly go down.
What I learned from this whole dating in the new normal thing was that it is worth the wait. This longingness for a person actually brought us more closer to each other, and I think that's the best thing that has happened to us.
Dating in the new normal is actually very interesting. I mean, you get to learn that you don't need all of these external stimuluses all the time to make a connection. So you're really, digging in deeper when you're trying to make a connection, and when you're trying to talk to someone, you just look more inwards for everything.